everyone, and welcome back to another Absurd Heroine video. So today we're playing Kicker, and by the way, welcome to post-Uro standard. Uro was banned just earlier this morning. This is Monday. I'm recording this on a Monday. I'll probably get this out tomorrow, so Tuesday. So Uro will have been banned for a day by the time this video gets out. But yeah, we're playing Sultai, no Uro, and for what it's worth, this deck did not have Uro in it before, as you might imagine, because it's a kicker deck and Uro does not have kicker on it. So this is a very meme deck. Obviously, it's like kicker is interesting. There are very few kicker cards that are kind of like worth it, and this one kind of pushes it to the limit. So let's go over and see what we have. So Roost of Drakes is probably one of the best kicker cards for like a kicker tribal. Right, so it's just an enchantment for 1, kicker for an extra 3. When Roost of Drake enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying, and when you cast a kick spell, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. So this is kind of like our creature generator. And it's good. Like, this is a pretty good little creature generator, because if you have like board wipes, or you're dealing with board wipes or any of that stuff, you can just build your board up pretty quickly once again. Then we have Bloodchief's Thirst, which is just an excellent removal spell like right now, even without the kicker. But the kicker does make it just better. Destroy target planeswalker or creature with converted mana cost 2 or less, and if it was kicked, just kill anything. Reclaim the Wastes is another cheap card to make sure that we fix our mana. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your library. If you kick it, you can do that twice. Then we have Into the Royal, which is an excellent tempo card. So return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and if it was kicked, you draw a card. So strong, pretty strong. Seagate Stormcaller, and this dude's awesome. This lady is awesome. It's like she can cast anything that we have in this whole entire deck, because our deck tops out at 3. Right. I mean, obviously it's a bit more than that, right? Because like when you're kicking stuff, it's more expensive. So that's why we don't, we have full lands in this deck. We have 24 lands in this deck to make sure that we can cast our kicked cards. But really, even if you kick something, if you play her and say you kick Into the Royal on top of it, yes, you do have to have 6 mana out in order to do that, and 3 of them need to be blue, but you can do it. And if you do, then you can copy Into the Royal even though it was kicked, which is pretty strong. Feed the Swarm, because Feed the Swarm is just amazing right now, with all the Teferi's tutelages out there and all that jazz. It doesn't hit, artifacts, so it doesn't hit Lucky Clovers and stuff like that, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Skyclave Shade, and this is just a good card against all of the mill strategies that are out there right now, and it's just a recurring problem for our enemies. Inscription of Abundance, this is probably the best kicked card. It's the best kicker card right now. It's for just 1, but you can kick it for an extra 3. Choose 1. If the spell was kicked, choose any number instead. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Target player gains X life, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. And then target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. So if you put all of that together, it's pretty good. Obviously, none of it matters if you don't have a creature, so you have to make sure that you have a creature on the board, but if you do have a creature, it's very powerful. Then we have Verazol, the Split Current. Verazol, the Split Current, enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each mana spent to cast it. That's important, because basically you can bring this out for 2, and it will have, just a green and a blue, right? It's converted mana cost, and it will have 2 counters on it. If you spend 4 on it, like if X equals 2, then it's a 4/4, right? So that's not bad. It passes the vanilla test no matter what. It doesn't fly, which is it probably should have flying, but it doesn't. So whatever. And whenever you cast a kick spell, you can remove 2 +1/+1 counters from Verazol, and if you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy, and a copy of a permanent spell becomes a token. So you can copy Roost of Drakes and have an extra Roost of Drakes when you kick it. But this really works very well with Inscription of Abundance, because Inscription of Abundance puts 2 +1/+1 counters back on it. So you can kick Inscription of Abundance and basically copy it for free, which is great. And then finally, we have Jace Mirror Mage, and this card is way better than what I thought it was when I started playing this deck, when I started playtesting this deck. Jace, this is just like a pretty solid card. Like, there's no two ways about it. Scrying 2, a +1 Scrying 2 is great, and if you kick it, then you can scry, 2 twice, or you can scry, find something that you want, and put it into your hand with the other copy. So it's just really good. It's a good card. And considering that all of our stuff is very, very low casting cost, then putting the card into our hand is just very good. So anyway, I suppose I should probably read this card for all of you who do not know this card. So you can kick Jace, and when it's kicked, you create a token that's a copy of Jace, except for it's not legendary and its starting loyalty is 1. So you basically want to scry with that one. Then the plus is scry 2, and the minus is draw a card, reveal it, remove a number of loyalty counters equal to that card's converted mana cost from Jace Mirror Mage. So you can basically draw your 1 or 2 converted mana cost spells and still keep Jace around. It's very good in this deck. And that's about it. Then we have, you know, Clearwater Pathway, the Zagoth Triome, the Sultai one, and then Fabled Passage to help fix our mana. Then that's it. So let's go kick some butt. Okay. I think this is fine. We'll probably drop the Triome on turn 1, and then Roost of Drakes, Reclaim the Waste. Searching for... I guess it really doesn't matter. So Triome. We are up against Rakdos here. Hateful Eidolon, okay. Ooh, okay. Mardu. Feed the Swarm. Thank you, that's a good draw. So it really doesn't matter what we drop this as. We'll probably do blue because we have a black mana source in our hand. Roost of Drakes. I suppose it does matter what we did because we want to be able to cast these 2 spells, right? And if we dropped it as a black mana, we wouldn't be able to do that. So we can kick into the Royal with 2 blue. We have 2 blue, so probably just get a Forest. Roxa. Skyclave Shade. Why not? Okay. It gets in for 1. We could drop the Triome and cast a Shade. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just unkicked right now. The next turn, we can kick into the Royal, if we so desire. We'll see what they cast. Mox's Favor, sure. We do get to draw a card with that, which is unfortunate. It'd be lovely to draw a Seagate Stormcaller with our Feed the Swarm. We can kill multiple things. Thrill of Possibility, okay. They're feeding their graveyards, so they can get their Crux out. Selfless Savior, okay. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, we don't want to do that yet, but we're gonna do this one. We shall kick it. Yes, we shall. Making 2 dudes. They are definitely within enchantment hate range. Hateful Eidolon can drop... Ooh, Luminous Moth. Alright. Barazal's not bad also. We can kick Skyclave Shade if we want to at this moment. Do we want to do that? That's the question. I mean, I don't think it's a bad decision. I think it's actually a pretty good one. Let's do it. Kick it! Making some Drakes. We have our little army. I guess we'll get in. I don't think there's any reason not to. We're gonna lose a Drake, but whatever. Whatever. If we draw a land, we can Verazul and Into the Royal. Copying Into the Royal. Kicked. I would love to get a Feed the Swarm, though. I'm sorry. What? Okay. curious. Oh, I see. Sure. That doesn't seem right, though. Okay. Sure, dude. Alright. So I think we feed the swarm to kill this luminous broodmoth. We can just kick Jace. Let's just kick Jace. We have like infinite dudes. Scry. There's a Seagate Stormcaller. But we can't cast it yet. And I'm just gonna get this. The land. Let's take it. Okay. Alright. Aluros. Okay. Actually kind of bad. But we can into the royal. Targeting the Selfless Savior? And then kill the Luminous Birdmoth? We could kick it too if we wanted to. But I think we want to double... I would think we want to kill both of these. We're going to take 7 for doing that. I think we into the royal here. Well, let's take a look and see what we got first. We do have options. Maybe what we want... We do have another into the royal here. So I guess we could Seagate Stormcaller. We could just Verizal at this point, right? We'll Verizal for 2. And keep up into the royal.
At least I look like I know what I'm doing.
Ah, jeez. Okay. I don't think we want another land right now. Okay. No attacks. We're gonna keep up and into the royal just in case something crazy happens. And then we can triplicate. Okay. Sure. Do you want to fight anything? Nah. Not at the moment. I mean, that sucks. That means that we can only... Oh, okay. So they draw 2 cards with this? We could just put 2 counters on it. Now it's a big boy. Okay. Yeah, I'll double block you. Thanks. Sure. All right. So now interesting things happen. We now Seagate Stormcaller to copy into the royal. And I don't think we want to drop... I don't think we want to drop the two here, right? The 2 tokens to triplicate it. Let's take a look and see what we got.
I love learning.
I love learning too. Yeah, we do want Bloodchief's Thirst. But we're going to triplicate this here. That one. No, we're not gonna triplicate it. We're just gonna duplicate it. To return this to our hand. And we'll draw a card. See what it is. Roost of Drakes. Excellent. Okay. So they cast their Luminous Broodmoth again. And we can Verazol. Sure. We can Verazol for if we draw land, we can Verazol for 3. We did do that. Sorry, friend. I don't think we want you. I think we are gonna Verazol. Maybe we just kick Roost of Drakes. Let's feed the Swarm. I wanna get rid of this. I mean, that was a good game. We had plenty of things to do and plenty of options, which was great. I think that was an early concede. They just didn't want to. They didn't want to deal with us thinking too much. We were thinking too much for them. Oh well, I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this. We can. I mean, we want land here, but we can do a lot of stuff with what we have, right? And we can cast everything. And protect ourselves for a little bit. I'm not sure if we're gonna want a Verazol here. We're probably gonna want a Roost of Drakes on turn 2. Hopes that we draw more land. On a red. Oh goody. Okay. I mean, I think we're pretty good at... Oh, okay. Not mono red. Oros? Okay. Oros equipment. Got it. I think we're going to Bloodchief's Thirst this dude. Roost of Drakes. Unkicked at the moment. Thank you very much. Then we can Verazol the Split Current for 3. Hello, Akiri. Excellent. Good draw. Then we can feed the Swarm. Or into the Royal. We could into the Royal Kicked and duplicate it. Draw 2 cards and return 2 things to the owner's hand. We'll see. We shall see. Indestructible isn't going to work against our Feed the Swarm, which is good. Fire Prophecy. Okay. We can't see what they put under, right? Yep. Alright. Alright, so we'll probably end up feeding the Swarm here. Yeah, I think we'll do that and then drop the Triome. Yeah. Let's do that. I think that's the safest play right now. Sure. Doesn't work that way, friend, but that's okay. And then next turn we can into the Royal, whatever it is that they cast if we don't draw a creature. Oh, okay. They drew another one. Alright. So we can into the Royal that. We'll see what they do. We need to draw a creature here. Because like I said in the beginning, Inscription of Abundance is useless if you do not have a creature. Oh! I should have done that before they attacked. That's unfortunate. Okay. Excellent draws. Excellent draws. We could kick this right now, but I think we'll save it for when they cast their creature. And just kill their Akiri. See what they do. If they don't do anything at the end of turn, we will just try and kill it. Just try to kill it. All three of them, please. This creature, we gain 4, and we hit them hard. Creating a Drake. Man, Rooster Drakes is so much fun. Kerblam. And there's more where that came from. So much value. We just got so much value from that. I mean, why wouldn't you want to kill my 4-1? My 4-4, rather. Okay, Bloodchief's Thirst is an excellent draw. We'll just get some land. That one. And this one. Okay. I think we're in a pretty solid spot here. Another Akiri? Okay. Another Akiri. Sure. Core Blade Master? Okay. Triome. So we're probably gonna cycle that one. I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Just gonna attack them for 6. And then we'll wait on all this stuff. We'll see what they do. We have to make sure that we kill their creatures before they attack with an equipped one, though. Okay. Banishing Light. Okay. I gotta do this now. And attack that one. Be lovely if we had a Verizol at this point. But I think that we're winning here. Sure. I do believe we are going to win here. Okay. Alright, cool. We got there. Alright. I said, like, why not? We have Reclaim the Wastes. We can get, well, this is actually kind of crap, isn't it? Depending on what we draw. I think we're gonna keep it. Let's see how well Reclaim the Wastes can recover us here. They're mulliganing down to 6, so that's good for us. We're gonna search for a blue. And then we can search for a black, depending on our draws here. Obviously, I would like to have a double blue for Jace, but we do need a black mana. Okay, another green. So we can Verazul. This looks like a Ruin Crab deck. I'm gonna Verazul. See if they kill it. Okay. Azorius. Woo! That was close. I almost dropped my water everywhere. Yep. And it's exactly what this is. We were going to draw another green mana source, so I'm okay with not doing that. Okay. So I am going to reclaim the wastes. Ugh, actually, I really don't want to. I want a black and a... I want a black and a blue mana source. So I'm not going to. Will Into the Royal, whatever it is that they cast here. It's probably going to be Teferi's Tutelage. Nope. Overwhelmed Apprentice. Okay. We weren't drawing anything good anyway. Actually kind of happy about that. Although I suppose Seagate Stormcaller would be kind of like kicking this. Alright, we actually don't want to kick either of those. Another Reclaim the Wastes. Cool. I think we're gonna kick it. We can pull a lot of lands out of our deck. And I think we're gonna do that. So, black, blue. And black, blue. Just for pulling stuff out. And we can drop a Reclaim the Wastes. We don't need another one. We can kick Jace. Sure. Into the Royal might be kind of useless here. Roost of Drakes. Excellent. Excellent, excellent draw. I think we do want to Roost of Drakes right now. And next turn we can kick a Jace, or we can Verizol for 1 billion. We'll see. Okay, good. I mean, we're not happy about the Feed the Swarm, but that's all the Reclaim the Wastes, which we don't need anymore. So from now on, we kick everything. No. I don't think we care about Baron right now. Okay. So they can counter anything? They probably have a negate. So I think we do try to kick Jace. Do we try to kick Jace? We can Verizol for 2. Yeah, let's get in first. What are the popular counterspells right now? Negate, Essence Scatter. They can do any of that stuff. What else? Anti-Cognition? They could anti-Cognition stuff right now. Well, we get a Drake no matter what. If we kick with Jace, so I think we're just gonna try it. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's a Frantic Inventory. So maybe they didn't have any gates. Maybe they only had a counterspell for creatures. I don't know. Okay, so we don't need either of these, actually. I don't need those either. That is a lot of lands. That was a lot of lands, everybody. Okay. They didn't want to deal with us. The mill deck didn't come across any of their Ruin Crabs. Or maybe they were mana screwed? I'm not quite sure. Feels good anyway. Sure. Yeah, I keep. I see Roost of Drakes, I keep. Looks like we are up against rogues? So do we keep Roost of Drakes until we can kick it, or what? That was good. I think the answer to that might be no. Yeah, I think the answer to that is no. We keep Bloodchief's Thirst so that we can Seagate Stormcaller with Bloodchief's Thirst if they cast something this turn. Like a Soaring Thought Thief. Perfect. Another Bloodchief's Thirst. Okay. Now we Seagate Stormcaller. And Bloodchief's Thirst. That one. And that one. That makes me happy. Okay. So now we want another Rooster Drakes. Come on, another Rooster Drakes. Give me. Oh, it's only a Feed the Swarm. I think I am going to kill it, though. I don't like Soaring Thought Thieves. Or they can counter it. Get a counter out of their hand. Sure. Next turn, we'll Inscription of Abundance to kill it. Hopefully they don't have another counter spell. But even if they do counter the spell, we still get 2 Drakes from kicking it. Go for it. You attack. You mill me 2. 1, 2. Those are fine mills. Pass. Alright. Verazol. I think we want another black mana here. Oh, we cannot kick this because we don't have green. That's unfortunate. So I guess we'll just bring out a big Verazol. That's probably going to get countered right away. Sure. And hope that we draw a green mana source. Or something else that we can kick. I'd love another Bloodchief's Thirst. Maybe the Swarm. Maybe the Swarm's alright. We are just gonna die if we don't, you know, find a green mana or something that we can kick. Ouch. That hurts a bit. Please. Please let me kick something. Come on. One spell. I mean, it's better than nothing. Because we get Drakes out of it. We want another green. And a green. And it really doesn't matter. A Thieves Guild Enforcer, alright. So they're starting to run out of gas here. Okay. And we shall double block this because we're just going to get a bunch of Drakes, right? We'll take 3. We will be gaining some life here, though. The Inscription. Oh, that was a good draw, too. Okay, so I think we want to... I think we actually might... Oh. Okay. What is it with all of these early concedes? I feel like just as soon as our game starts getting going and feels really good, people like concede. I don't think we can keep this. We can't cast Bloodchief's Thirst or Skyclave Shade, and Inscription of Abundance is useless unless we have a creature. So the only thing that we can actually cast is into the Royal, which isn't enough. We got them all. Okay. I suppose this is alright. Right? Because we can Reclaim the Wastes. We'll probably put a Reclaim the Wastes underneath. Yeah. We can turn 1 Roost of Drakes, turn 2 Reclaim the Wastes. Searching for that black mana source. We have a black mana source. Alright. isn't bad. Playing against Azorius. Alright, we drew another Jace. I think we reclaim the wastes here. Searching for another blue. And then we can play Clearwater Pathway as a black. Alright, they're not doing too much here. So I guess I can Jace and hope that they counter it. And if they don't, then they don't. Gives us information. Or they have decided to counter our Jace. Jace is great, so I hope we can actually play the next one. Skyclave Apparition? Okay. Alright. It's a little unfortunate. I think we're gonna kick this, though, while we can. So let's get a green and a black. Alright. They attack us for 2. Very well. So if we kick this Jace, it's definitely getting countered. I'm gonna try and feed the swarm this. Cool. Resolve. So now at least we have a creature. Okay, end turn. Shark Typhoon. Okay. I think we'll enter the royal that. Nah, not yet. We can do it next turn. And kick it. Ooh. We won't be able to kick that if we play Roost of Drakes. Okay. So what's most important to us? A Jace, a Roost of Drakes. I think we just play out the Roost of Drakes. See if they counter it. They don't. That's fascinating. And then kick our Inscription of Abundance. Very specific plays here. Maybe we kick into the royal. No, we can't. We cannot. Okay. They didn't even have a counterspell. That's cool. That means I can do this. Hooray. Verazol. I think Verazol is fine. And another Feed the Swarm. I think that's also fine. I don't really care about their wall because no matter what, we can fly over it. And Elspeth. Okay. We're definitely killing that. Definitely killing that. We're gonna take 5 for it, but whatever. Reclaim the Wastes. I don't think we need another Reclaim the Wastes. Do think we do this though. And then next turn we can keep up into the royal for stuff. Oops. They're gonna shadow this guy. Okay. Sure. Another Into the Royal. No, not at the moment. We need creatures. We don't have any of the dudes in our graveyard, right? No. So yeah, I think that's fine. I think we will play this as a land. And then just Into the Royal, whatever it is that they do. Unless, of course, it's an Elspeth Conquers Death, or whatever. Thankfully, Elspeth Conquers Death can't counter our Roost of Drakes. Though we could Into the Royal our own Jace, which I think we will. Right? So now they've wasted that, which is grand. They don't have any creatures in their graveyard. They have Skyclave. Oh. It was the copy. Of course it was the copy. Oh well, whatever. We'll kill this. It hurts, but it must be done. Wait, if that was the copy, then could they even have targeted it? I don't know. Probably. Why is that for me? Have I been spending a lot of time thinking? Why is that counting down for me? Okay. They are kind of wasting their Shatter the Skies on our little dudes, which I guess is understandable. We could Into the Royal our own Roost of Drakes if we wanted to, so that we could play it and kick it, making another Drake. I don't think that's useful. Excellent. Not a bad draw. Thin our deck out a little bit here. Deck. Alright. I guess there is nothing we can do about that. Is unfortunate. Because we can't Bloodchief's Thirst, it's not instant. Ow. I suppose we could have kicked Inscription of Abundance to create a Drake there. Just not giving the the +1/+1 counters. Okay. So it would be lovely if we could get Seagate Stormcaller or something for this Bloodchief's Thirst. Something. Something along those lines. Alright, well, that works too, I guess. I'm gonna risk keeping the Inscription of Abundance up instead of Bloodchief Thirsting this thing. So that we can gain the life. And I'm not gonna do this one. Hold on. Let's undo this. Let's not fight. Just do those two. Let's do... We gain life, and then we can block with this one. Okay, they're gonna counter it so that we don't gain life, but at least we get the Drake. Alright. So we kind of 2 for 1 there, which is good. Good for us. Alright, that is not good. So we're just gonna... I guess we should probably just cycle this now, huh? Another Bloodchief's Thirst. That is not good. Not what we want to see. So if they bounce this... If they have a Brazen Borrower, we're dead, basically, because Bloodchief's Thirst is not an instant. If only it was. If only. But alas. Okay, good. I guess. Alright. At least a land now is a good thing. No, we still in attack. If they have Brazen Borrower, once again, we're like dead pretty much. Shatter. I'd love another Roosted Drakes or something. Into the Royal. Okay. Suppose that'll do. I think this will prevent them from being able to kill us right away. Okay. Sure. Hopefully they can't counter it. That sucks. They just got us. They just got us. That's too bad. I guess we should have cast the Into the Royal before targeting our own Roosted Drakes. So that... But they could have countered it. So I guess it really didn't matter. Yeah, they got us. They got us fair and square. Alright, I guess we'll leave it there. I hate leaving it on a loss, but I think that was a fine loss to leave it on. This deck is way better than I thought it was going to be. And I mean, I don't think it's like good for climbing the ladder or anything like that, but it's just got way more things to do. Like it's way more complex than I thought it would be. You have so many options once you get online. Like if you get up to like 5 lands, you've got a Verazol or like, you know, a Roost of Drakes with Into the Royals and Seagate Storm. Like it's got a lot of stuff to do. And Jace is just amazing. I would probably put more of Jace in here. I'd probably put another Jason instead of a Reclaim the Waste. Like cut a Reclaim the Waste for Jace. And if you were to sideboard, I'd probably take out some of the removal. As you could see, like the Bloodchief's Thirst was absolutely useless against that in that last game, which makes me very, very sad. But yeah, I mean, it's a good, fun deck. This deck was way better than I thought it was going to be. Like when I was looking through the Zendikar pre-release, I was looking at all the kicker cards and I was like, this is garbage. Kicker's so bad. It really is. But you know what? It's good. Kicker's actually pretty good. And just in case you guys are wondering about the Gecko. Gecko? So Vine Gecko, the original deck that I built had Vine Gecko in it, but it just wasn't good enough. Vine Gecko was... I mean, it was okay when it worked, but you never wanted to get it late game. So I feel like almost every card in here is good to get late game. Depending on, you know, if you have a Roost of Drakes on the field, like, right? If you have a Roost of Drakes or two, then Reclaim the Waste is awesome. If you have a Roost of Drakes, then Vine Gecko is garbage. You don't want Vine Gecko. So that's the reason why Vine Gecko is not in here. In case you were wondering. Because I thought that it was going to be very good, and it just wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be. Obviously, it's not bad if you get it early, but usually if you get it early, it gets removed, which I suppose that's a removal spell. You're 1-for-1ing, so it's like, whatever. But I don't know. I found that it just felt stronger if I removed the gecko and put in Feed the Swarm, which is what I traded it out for. Or was it Skyclave Shade? It was one of these two I took out Vine Gecko for. So, yeah. So anyway, I hope that you guys are all having a great week and that you're enjoying the Uro ban. I'm hoping that more things will be banned, because I personally do not think that Omnath decks will be slowed even in the slightest with missing an Uro. Like, that's not what turns the deck on. But anyway, if you follow me on Twitter and you look at the polls, the YouTube polls, then on my channel's YouTube polls, then you will probably already sniff out that I'm not impressed by the Uro ban. But anyway, with all that being said, enough rambling. I hope that you guys had a wonderful week once again, and until the next time that we meet, good luck in all your games. Ciao.